This is my photo collage presentation of Neni's point of view in the book Behold the Dreamers. My first slide is just the New York City skyline because that's where Neni and Jende moved to from Cameroon in hopes to pursue their version of an American dream. My first slide of my collage is just a stethoscope, basically representing the fact that Neni's American dream is to become a pharmacist. She moves to America with Jende in hopes to pursue this career, and it's basically her version of the American dream. My next slide or picture in my collage is just of a mother and a child, and I feel like it represents Neni very well in this story, and the fact that she raises a kid. She's the motherly figure in the family, and throughout the story she raises her kid, and I feel like this picture just represents Neni very well. My next picture is just of a school because Neni wants to pursue a college education. She's very passionate about schooling and education, and she wants her child to do really well in school in the United States. My first graph is just of the Lehman Brothers stock and how it crashed in 2008 right when Neni and Jende moved to the US. And I feel like it's just a good picture to have because it's basically what's going on throughout the story while Neni is living in the United States and while Jende works for Clark and Lehman Brothers. My next picture is just of wedding rings because I feel like it represents the marriages throughout the story with Clark and Cindy and Neni and Jende. Neni and Jende especially because they're the main focus of the story, and they definitely go through their highs and lows together throughout the story. My next picture is just of basically keeping secrets and how Neni kept a bunch of secrets throughout the story, including Cindy's especially. And I feel like this picture represents Neni very well and how she kept secrets throughout the stories. My next graph is just of what occupations do immigrants work. It's not specifically targeting any job throughout the story, but I feel like it's just a good graph to have in because Neni's view of the American dream is to pursue a job, especially in pharmacy, and I feel like it's just a good slide to have because I think it represents the story pretty well. My next graph is just rapid growth of African-born people in the United States and how it's increased since 1970, and you can see that over time it's increased, and Neni and Jende are definitely a good representation of being part of this population. Then my final slide is just of the Cameroonian flag and how in the end their American dream doesn't really work out and they have to go back home to Cameroon, even though they tried really hard to pursue their American dream, but in the end it just doesn't really work out. So overall, this is my collage, and I think it represents Neni very well, with the fact that her American dream was to come to the United States, pursue an education, raise a family, and hope to be a pharmacist in the future in America.